Welcome back to another Seedle production. I'm Tim, your LMS specialist, and today we're taking a look at Yuja. We're on MyBTC, scrolling down. We're getting to the faculty links, and all the way at the bottom we have Yuja video. Once you click on that, it's going to look something like this. So at the top we've got our folders all set up where we can store our different videos in our classes. We can create different folders by creating new folders up here, and that's kind of your way to organize things. Right now, for the sake of keeping this simple, I'm going to focus on one of the videos that's in my media area, and you notice when I mouse over this I get an array of different options here. The one that we're interested in today is the edit feature. So find your video that you're looking for, mouse over it, go to edit, and click. This is going to launch the video editor, and a new tab is going to open up, and now you can see I'm into a new window altogether. I want to make this look more like what you're seeing right out of the gates here, and I'm going to show you how we got to that other look. First off, a video editor with a lot of white space, it's a little hard on the eyes and it's a little hard to make good edits on that. So all the way at the bottom, we've got a light mode. I just switch it over to dark mode, much easier on the eyes. The other thing I'm going to do right now, because I know I'm going to need the tools for this, is I'm going to click on the advanced mode. So I click that on. Now we've got that set. Let's get a little bit of a tour now that we've got everything set up. On the left hand side you've got some tools that you can use. We're really not going to interact with these a whole lot at all. We're going to see the video. This is the player, and then at the bottom we've got the timeline. You got your video, you have your audio, and then you have your closed captions below that. Now above the timeline we've got some basic tools: cut, split, your undo, your redo, and those are the main ones that we focus on. If you've got a longer video and you're not seeing all of it, you can zoom out with the magnifier on the right side here. So I can zoom out to see more, or I can zoom in and get very detailed, and I can see the spaces between my words that I'm saying actually. So that might help me make a very clean cut from one clip to another. What are the basic things that you really want to do in the Yuja editor? I'm going to zoom out so we can take a look at this full thing here. And I've got 13 minutes and some change on my video. I want to trim the beginning. I want to be able to trim the ending. And then I want to take part of the middle out of this video. Here are some of the tools that we're going to use in that process. I'm going to trim the beginning. So I'll zoom back in here. And we can move the playhead along here. So if you click on the playhead up in the ruler and you can see the time, I can come in here and say, okay, right at 1 minute is when we really get rolling with this lecture. So I want to cut it at this point. Now I'm going to change my terminology a little bit because the cut tool is over here and it's not a very intuitive tool. The one that I'm really interested in is split. So I'm going to go ahead and split this at this point. And you can see now that I've got a clip here and I've got a clip here, a much longer clip there. Now at the beginning of a clip you've got the in and then you've got the out, those gray bars. And I can take those and drag them to move things around. We'll get to that in a little bit. But right now I really just want to get rid of this first clip that has nothing to do with anything. I select it and then I can click on the trash can here to delete it. Once I cut the beginning of that video, you can see now it's just black screen for a minute here, and there's nothing that's showing up there. That will actually export like that unless I move the other clip back over into space. So I'm going to go ahead and take this and move it all the way back to the beginning here so that the video starts with that. If I take the playhead and move it along now, you can see there's the video. That's where I want it to start. You can see that my captions followed that over here and that everything is all lined up, ready to go. Okay. If you ever want to test it out to see, you can move the playhead into a certain spot, line it up with some of the words, and then hit play up here. I'm going to go to the plus, content market, and boom. Now this is a great time also as you're going through this process, and you can do this at any time. I usually would do this at the end, but I'm going to show it now as we're kind of taking the time. You can see that the closed captioning is showing up below the video here. If we want AAA compliance according to the WCAG 2.1 accessibility laws that are going to go into effect in April here of 2026, I would have to go through and I would have to double check all of my wording to make sure that it's 100% accurate. I'm going to zoom back out so that we can see the ending of the video now. And I'm going to kind of repeat the same process. I'm going to find a point And let's go ahead and hop right in here, and I'm going to zoom into that spot. You can see how it zooms in wherever the playhead is. So that's good to move the playhead to where you want to kind of focus. And now I find the spot. Here it is right here. This is where I kind of wrap things up with the lesson. And I want to, again, split the video at this point. Select the video, split, and you can see there's two clips now. There's the first clip, and then there's the clip that I want to get rid of. I'm going to go ahead and select that and trash. Okay, so now we've trimmed the beginning, we've trimmed the end, we're all good there. Let's go ahead and cut something out of the middle of it. I'm going to go ahead and again place the playhead here to wherever that may be. And now with the playhead, let's get a hold of that. I'm going to come in right to a spot where I think I want to cut, right between those two words there. If you're not sure, zoom in a little bit more so you can see the detail. That does help. And now select the clip. I'm going to split it. And then let's get to the other end of this where there's nothing going on, and select the clip and split it again. So now I've got my beginning part I want to keep. I've got the ending part that I want to keep, and this middle part is what I want to get rid of. So I go ahead and click on that and I trash it. Now, the same thing as before. You'll notice that if I move the playhead over this part, it's just black screen. There's nothing going on there. Not super helpful. So I'm going to grab the beginning of this clip. I'm going to slide it right over so it butts up against the other one here. Perfect. Now I just want to get this video out of here in a way that I could use it in my course shell, post it to YouTube, whatever you're going to do with the video. Let's scroll up to the top of the window. You can see that we can click on save. I can rename this. So maybe this is my edited version, or this is clip 1 of my lecture, and I can put all those details in, maybe the date, all of that. I can add in a description, automatically adjust the captions, update the transcript with any changes that I've made, and now I have two options here. I can completely replace the previous video. So the previous video was like 13 minutes and some odd seconds. Now I've got like a 10-minute video. I could replace that. There will only be the 10-minute video if I click on this. If I want to keep that longer version of the lecture and I want these maybe shorter, more focused versions separate from it, I can save this as a new video and it'll create essentially a whole new video in your media area. Let's go ahead and do that. And now what will happen here is it's going to take me back to my media area. And you're going to see that this new video is being processed. There's the old video, 13 minutes, 24 seconds. Okay, this new video, once it processes, I'll see that it's much shorter than the previous one. Now, while it's processing here, I can go ahead and I can publish this or send it to wherever I want. So if it were me, while this is going on, instead of waiting here, I would hop right over to my Blackboard shell. And in here, I'm going to go to the location of where I want to put this. Let's say that I want to drop this into one of my documents. Maybe this is lecture 1. Hop into my document. I want to get that video in here. Let's see, right about in here. I'm going to go ahead and just edit this very quickly. Okay, and let's drop that video in. So I'm going to hit the plus sign, content, and the usual thing for Yuja. Go to the plus sign, go to the content market, and now I'll scroll all the way to the bottom. Go to the Yuja Media Chooser. You're going to see my library now. You're going to see that new video that we made, the Clip 1 lecture. I go ahead and select that, and now I can go ahead and insert that content here. Give it a new name if I need to, and insert. Okay, and then I can resize this to fit the window however I need here. But now that video is in here, I click out of here, and I click Save, and I just added that new, enhanced, edited lecture right into a document. You notice I've got knowledge check questions go along with it. I've got some other interactive things going on here. Everything is all set. This was a quick once over on Yuja with some basic editing features. If you want to get more into the details of other functions that Yuja has, stop back here. Again, this is a Seedle production. I'm Tim, your LMS specialist. Thanks for joining us. Bye.